This was quite an experience, and this was an experience unlike anything else I've ever done. And I was kind of just like, oh, you know, like stress, anxiety. And she asked me how long I've been experiencing that from, and I was like, girl, since I got out of the womb. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today's vlog is super exciting. I am going to be trying something totally new. Today, I have an appointment for Reiki, which is like a healing kind of spiritual experience. It is my first time ever doing this, so I wanted to vlog it and take you all along in case you've been curious about Reiki or you have no idea what it is and you just want to see someone try something new. I always think it's fun to document trying new things because one, it's like a fun memory for yourself, and two, I love posting it on YouTube to encourage you all to try new things, whether it's Reiki or getting a massage, taking care of yourself in one way or another. It's always fun to try something new. I have like so many patterns going on. I kind of just woke up and like I'm still in my bathrobe. We've got like the blanket behind me, my curtains, like there's a lot going on. Oh my gosh. So my appointment starts in 45 minutes. I have to get going, but I wanted to intro this video. I didn't mean to have such a slow start to the day, but I ended up going out last night because we went to a drag show for Montreal Pride, and it was so much fun, and we got so hyped up that we decided we had to go to the club after. And I'm 26 years old now and I can't keep up. I can't keep up anymore. Anyways, I hope you all enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching. And if you are new, please subscribe. My name is Zoe and I live in Montreal. I have so many fun videos on my channel and so many more to come. So please stick around. And lastly, this video would not be possible were it not for the wonderful gift from my friends Lisa and Caio, who got me this Reiki session for my birthday, which was last weekend. So thank you so much to both of you. This was such a kind and generous and thoughtful gift. And I'm really excited to go in a couple minutes, and I'm so happy to be able to film this. So thank you, Lisa and Caio. Okay, so you guys might be like, what the heck is Reiki? And now if I'm being honest, I don't fully know. I know that it's something in the more, what would you say, like traditional, not medicine. It's more of like a traditional healing process. I think it's kind of along the lines of like massage and osteopathy, because whenever I see Reiki being offered, it's usually being offered in a center or a studio that also does massage, acupuncture, and osteopathy. Now, I think Reiki does not actually touch you, so it's not like a massage where no one is actually like touching or manipulating your body, and Reiki is meant to be very healing. So I've heard about Reiki just from going into other clinics and getting massages, and I also heard about it, you guys may remember this from the show You, when Joe Goldberg goes in LA and gets a Reiki treatment and has like this whole like awakening. So I don't know if that's what's gonna happen to me today, but anyways, before we get too far into this vlog, let me kind of read you guys like a description of what Reiki is so we all start out on the same page. Okay, it's all ads. Interesting, I didn't know it was Japanese. So it says here, Reiki is a Japanese form of energy healing, a type of alternative medicine. Reiki practitioners use a technique called palm healing or hands-on healing, through which a universal energy is said to be transferred through the palms of the practitioner to the patient in order to encourage emotional or physical healing. Source for that is Wikipedia. Someone else asked, what happens when someone does Reiki on you? Reiki is an energy healing technique that promotes relaxation, reduces stress and anxiety through gentle touch. Reiki practitioners use their hands to deliver energy to your body, improving the flow and the balance of your energy to support healing. That's the source, is the Cleveland Clinic. So anyways, I'll be able to give you guys more information after the appointment, ooh, my voice. This is my post-drag show scratchy voice. I kind of like the idea of going into a new experience blindly, because when you don't have too many expectations, well, you can't be disappointed, and it just leaves way more room to be pleasantly surprised and to just go all in on the experience and not be hoping that it meets certain expectations that you just got from the internet. So, which maybe will be what happens after you watch this video and you go for your own Reiki treatment. Is that meta, or is that like breaking the fourth wall? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna get up. I need to do just a quick skincare. I want to gua sha under my eyes because I feel like I didn't get enough sleep, and I love to do the gua sha under my eyes and just quick on the face. And I also need to get dressed because, yeah, your girl's still in her morning bathrobe. So it's a hot summer day here in Montreal. This is my outfit. I just want it to be really, really comfortable since I'll be like lying down. So I just chose to wear these little bike shorts with this top. These are both from Princess Polly, and I'm gonna put sneakers on in case I'm like walking around. For my hair, I put it in a claw clip. That way I can easily take it down if I have to lie on my back, or just like if they need to do any manipulations in my head, I don't know, without having to deal with like an elastic or a ponytail pressing, so whatever. Man, you know, I used to be a very punctual, person before the big C. And then now that I like rarely leave my house, and I think also getting a dog just like makes leaving take longer, that I am always late. And it's so funny, like whenever I have these like appointments or I have to leave the house, I'm like, oh my God, Zoe, like I just don't know. In my head, if my appointment's at 10, I can just leave at 10 because I'm so used to like just the appointment being a Zoom call. And it's like, get with the times. Oh my God, you know, you can go out again now. So I'm just doing like a gentle skincare because I'm going to put sunscreen on top. Normally when I do a gua sha, I'd like to use like an oil because it helps it glide better, but then I can't put sunscreen over the oil, so we're doing this. And it doesn't matter how we look to go for an appointment like this anyways. Oh, that feels really good. So I thought I would talk a little bit about my kind of like before. So how have I been feeling lately? What am I hoping to like get out of this, or maybe why do I feel like, it's funny because like I definitely needed this appointment, and I had never mentioned anything of it to Louisa, but she just knew that this was something maybe that I needed. So it was so thoughtful, you guys, like really so nice. But yeah, if you're familiar with my vlogs, you guys know like I am an anxious person. I feel like I am always stressed. I really struggle with anxiety. And this summer, while there's been so many amazing things happening, if I'm being fully honest, like I've often had just like this undertone of like anxiety and like sort of just feeling underwhelmed in the fun category of life and like the enjoyment category. I've been very focused on like work and improving my like personal finance situation. And all of that has kind of taken a toll on like my mental health and my, you know, ability to like let loose and have fun. So it was actually perfect, like pre-treatment medicine that I went to this drag show last night because it was so much fun and I need to do more of that. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, am I gonna walk out of this Reiki appointment a brand new person, never gonna feel stressed again? Probably not. But I hope that I will walk out of it feeling lighter and maybe just having, I'm gonna sound so like, I'm gonna sound so Pilates. I'm gonna sound so Melissa Wood Health right now, but maybe it will be able to create some space inside of me, like energetically and emotionally, to be able to bring in more happiness and more fun and more joy and push out that stress and anxiety that's kind of been the constant energy inside of me. How about that? Putting on sunscreen now. So this appointment is in the Old Port of Montreal, which is probably going to be swimming with tourists right now. In the summertime, it is peak time and the Old Port is gorgeous. So that's going to be fun to bring you guys to along in this vlog. But I kind of foresee like going for a little walk after the treatment, maybe bringing like my journal to just journal by the water if anything. That was a follow-up sunscreen. Journal by the water if anything comes to me. So let me just pack my bag and let's head out. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this larger bag because it matches my outfit and it will fit my journal. So shove that in there. I'm gonna bring my sunglasses, and I just prepared a tea in this to-go cup so that I can enjoy that on the metro ride. Ooh, guess we need my phone.
You're gone now, will you call me back? I know that, yeah, I know that. You're the traveling kind, it's a known fact, yeah, I know that. Once you've seen all the things, all the places, I hope you see.
Okay, I made it to the Old Port. There's tons of people as predicted, but something inside of me just loves this part of town. It makes me feel so happy and excited. It was one of the reasons that I wanted to move to Montreal, was because of this part of town. It's just like what makes the city so beautiful are these neighborhoods. And I haven't been down here in forever, so I'm gonna show you some of the buildings. I'm gonna be right on time for this appointment, so I gotta walk fast. But everything's working out perfectly and I'm feeling really happy. Here at 10, the door is locked, and I'm like, what the heck? So I check my email confirmation. I don't know why. My appointment was at 11:30, and I put it in my calendar as 10. So I'm an hour and a half early. I just sat down in the stairs, but I'm gonna go back outside because it's really nice out, but failed.
Once you've seen all the things, all the places, I hope it means that you'll come home to me. Once you've traveled the world, all the spaces inside your heart, I hope I'll be your destination.
Okay, I'm all done. I feel like I look and feel also just very relaxed right now, like very subdued, almost like sedated. I did not have the Joe Goldberg experience, but it was definitely very interesting. So I'm gonna head home and I will sit down and chat with you guys about everything that I experienced and what my impression was. Hi guys, I'm home now and it's much later. I look a little bit different because I'm actually going out for dinner in about 30 minutes. I'm getting picked up. So I needed some time to just like come home, relax, digest, I guess, the session. But now I am ready to chat about it and let you guys in on like what happened, walk you through kind of like A to Z for if you ever want to try out Reiki. This can give you just like a little bit more information and I think it's pretty interesting. I just cracked open a grapefruit sparkling soda, so that is what I am sipping on. And you know what? I need to be like a little bit more comfortable. I'm like all dressed up with like my shoes on and everything to go out, but I gotta get more comfy. So you guys can get a little glimpse of my outfit. I really like it that I put together for going out for dinner tonight. The birthday celebrations continue and it's a really nice feeling. Okay, let's talk about Reiki. What went down? How did it go? What was it like? How did I feel? How do I feel? This was quite an experience, and this was an experience unlike anything else I've ever done. So I'm like very open to trying a lot of things, and I definitely believe in like alternate medicine, spiritual healing. I really believe in all of that. I've done phone sessions with a psychic before. I've done tarot card readings before. I have gone for massage and osteopathy. I've gotten acupuncture. I've done a lot of these types of things, like all throughout the spectrum. And this was probably at the like most spiritual end of the spectrum that I've ever tried. So it was a very, very new and very interesting experience for me. So after the whole dilemma of arriving there early, I got back, I was there on time, and I just filled out a form, waited in the waiting room, and then I'm gonna call her like the healer or the practitioner. She brought me into an office, and I wasn't expecting this. Like, I'm so used to, you go for acupuncture. Actually, acupuncture, she did have a little one-on-one with me before, but it wasn't to this level. But massage, if you go in for a massage, it's just like, okay, go in, take off your clothes, like what hurts, whatever. So we were in the office, and she's like, yeah, so why do you think your friend got you this? Like, why do you think, she felt like you needed this? What are you hoping to get out of it? And I was just so caught off guard because I don't know. It's not that I'd never been asked that before, but it was like the intensity with which she was asking. I was like, oh my gosh, okay. Like I felt like I had to have a good answer. And I was kind of just like, oh, like stress, anxiety. And she asked me how long I've been experiencing that from. And I was like, girl, since I got out of the womb. And she was like, okay. So I think, if you were to walk in and you were like, I've got this thing that I'm feeling blocked about, and it was very specific. So let's say I'm, I don't know what to study in school. I don't know if I should change my major. Like, this is the randomest example. I need like some healing for that. I feel like it'd be like spot on, but general anxiety, she had to drill me down a bit more to find out like what is something that we want to like heal. So we chatted, and it took a little bit for me to open up just because I was caught a bit off guard by this. So, I started opening up, and basically the kind of conclusion that we came to was something about flow, and just like what I said was like unclogging some of the energy in my body, because I think that there were areas where my energy is kind of stagnant or really being held like tightly or constricted because of stress and anxiety. So we spoke about that. She asked me like where I feel those symptoms of the stress and anxiety, and I said it was a lot in my stomach and in my chest. And I also spoke about the lockjaw that I experience at night. And then she kind of brought me over to this chart. She had this like laminated, really beautiful chart on her desk of the 7 chakras. So this is where, if you're not familiar with like spirituality and the chakras, you might be like, whoa, what the heck? If it's like totally new to you. I'm a little bit familiar, so it didn't really catch me off guard, but she walked me through the chakras and was saying, how the things in our life and our energies are impacted by them, and how it's kind of like a both ways. Like, if you're feeling something here in this area of your body, it could be related to your throat chakra, which could mean a multitude of things, according to what the throat chakra is about. So I'm not going to go too into detail of everything we talked about, because this video would be so long, but we did have an in-depth conversation, and it was very nice. From there, you work together to set an intention for the Reiki session. So we did that, we set the intention, and then you go into the room. The room was very dark, very serene. There was really nice, relaxing music playing, a little bit of lights. And I would say the session, she is mostly untouched. She's mostly not touching you. You can feel the warmth from her hands over your body. You're lying down on your back, and she kind of goes from the top to the bottom. At the beginning of the session, I was feeling a lot of resistance. I felt like my mind was wandering, and what she told me was, you want to try and focus in on that intention, focus on your breathing, and be in the present moment. And it's kind of like meditation, where you tell me I can't think about anything and my brain's going, I mean, realistically, my brain's doing that all the time, but so just lying there and like having her hands around me and stuff, like I felt uncomfortable at first, and it took me a moment to like settle in, and my mind wandered for most of the session. It really did. It felt really nice. Like everything she did felt very nice. At one point she put like a beaded bag over my eyes, and that was super great just to help you relax. And I would say that part of the session lasted maybe 40 minutes. And it wasn't until the last 10 minutes that I really relaxed and blissed out. And I would say like I was actually like meditating. Like I wasn't thinking about anything. All I saw was kind of like cool like blackness in my head, and that was really, really nice. And it was I was kind of disappointed because finally I got to that place, and then I could sense that we were wrapping up, and I was like, no, I want to stay here longer. I want to stay in that bubble that I had created at the end, or that she had created, that we created together. So at first I was like, don't know how I'm loving this. By the end, I was like, yes, this is amazing. And yeah, so she gives you a moment to just like, compose yourself, kind of come back to life after the session. Then you go back into the office, have a little discussion about what you felt versus what she felt. So interestingly enough, I'm going to share with you guys what she felt was coming from me. She felt that one side of me had more energy than the other. So meaning the other side had kind of like a blocked energy, which is funny because a couple months ago, I went to see the osteopath about my lockjaw, and she said the same thing, that the right side of my body is very blocked. So what the Reiki practitioner told me was that oftentimes when the body is split in half like this and it's blocked on one side or the other, this has to do with an imbalance between our feminine and our masculine energies. And when I told my boyfriend this, when I finished the session, he was like, what the F are you talking about? Like, does this mean that you like are not woman enough? And I was like, no, it's not like that. We all have feminine and masculine energies within us. And if that's something you want to look up more about, there's tons of like podcasts and information out there. I won't get into that in this video, but it kind of made sense. She never gave me an answer. She never said, I think this. She kind of helped guide me to an answer, which I like, because it's not always helpful when someone just tells you things, right? Like you kind of want to feel like you've come to that conclusion yourself. And so anyways, what I felt and what she agreed with was that there's some like feminine energy wanting to be released. So maybe I've been too focused on the masculine, feeling like I should be working more, should be doing more, achieving more, like all of that those masculine tendencies. I've been putting all of my focus and prioritizing there, and not prioritizing enough rest, creativity, nurturance, the more feminine tendencies. So to be explored kind of gave me some homework in that sense. And I asked her, what should I do for the rest of the day? Like, how am I, gonna feel? She said, you might feel more tired and you might feel a bit more emotional. And I definitely felt both of those. I just felt very like chill. I ended up taking my laptop upstairs and working from bed, but very, very light work, like really just like scratching the surface of some stuff because I was so just like chill. So it was a very nice feeling. So would I go back and do Reiki again? I think yes, maybe in a couple of months. I feel like this could be something that you could do once or twice a year. I don't think it's the kind of thing you need all of the time, but maybe the more you go, the more you enjoy it. I would like to try it again to see if I can get into that meditative state quicker and not feel so much resistance in the beginning. So that's why I would like to try it again and then form another opinion from there. And would I recommend for you to try Reiki? I think yes. I mean, everybody is different, and some people, I could totally see how some people would go into that and absolutely hate it. They would be like, what the heck is this? This is way too spiritual. This is way too crazy for me. So yeah, you might hate it. But if you're watching this video and you've made it this far, chances are this is something that you're curious about, in which case I think we should always follow our curiosity, and it never hurts to try something new. So I will write in the description box the clinic that I went to, as well as the name of the practitioner if you are from Montreal and want to check it out. But let me know in the comments, is this something you'd be open to trying? Have you ever tried Reiki? I would love to know. And that's a wrap on this video, you guys. That was my day trying Reiki for the first time. Thank you so much for coming along with me. Honestly, it felt like I had my friends with me the whole time because I was just like thinking about the vlog and I had my camera with me, which can make things a little bit less nerve-wracking sometimes, just knowing that you're sharing it with friends. So thank you for coming along and watching this video, and I will see you all in my next one. I love you so much.